Good morning. A warm welcome to all of you. Yoga is India's best gift to the world's health and well-being. It's an art and science of healthy living. The benefits of yoga are innumerable. It brings harmony between the mind and the body. It boosts concentration and creativity. It improves immunity and protects one from various physical and mental ailments. Yoga possesses the power to calm your mind and strengthen your body. Excel Public School, Mysore is happy to bring to your home a platform to join together on this special day, the International Yoga Day 2021, to experience the benefits of this wonderful gift from our forefathers. Let's promote, practice, and popularize yoga. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let's continue to stay happy, healthy, and safe. Jai Hind. We have with us this morning Miss Asmita M. Shaw, a long-time practitioner of yoga and a parent of Excel Public School, to share a few thoughts with us this morning. Over to Ms. Asmita.
Namaste. I would like to thank Matthew sir and Hema ma'am for giving me this opportunity to talk and practice yoga on this very special day. The first International Yoga Day was celebrated on June 21, 2015. As we complete 6 years of celebrating International Yoga Day, I would like to talk briefly about the importance of yoga. So what is yoga? Yoga is nothing but an art of life. It is a lifestyle. It is a concept of life free of diseases and rich in the transcendental trance. But many of us have wrong notions about yoga, thinking that it is merely a practice of asanas, breathing exercises, meditation, etc. etc. But instead, it is a complete and a very comprehensive system of medicines which is not only good for the body but also for those of the mind. So we should view yoga as a complete science, throwing aside our selfishness, prejudice, ignorance and egoism. It is only our ignorance that instead of feeling proud of our tradition, culture and knowledge, that we lapsed into self-degradation. There have been many direct and indirect experiments of yoga on millions of people worldwide, and it is proved just by practicing mainly 8 pranayams for a definite period with determination, our 8 chakras or 8 systems get fully balanced, which helps us to lead a healthy life. So yoga works wonders for our mind, body and soul. So I request each parent to encourage their kids to start learning yoga or practice yoga at an early stage so that they can focus on reaching their respective goals. So let us all pledge together to have a healthy way of life through yoga. Let us build a healthy, peaceful and a prosperous nation. Thank you.
Let's begin. Be seated on your mat and gently close your eyes. We begin by invoking the divine to create the right ambience within and around us. Bring your hands together in Namaskara Mudra and let's chant Omkara 3 times. Take a deep breath in.
Sangrachadvam samvadadvam Samvo manamsi janata Deva bhagam yatha purve Sanyanana upasate Sanyanana upasate संज्ञानाना उपासते संज्ञानाना उपासते संज्ञानाना उपासते.
Rub your palms and cup them over your eyes. Transfer the heat energy. Now open your eyes gently and rise up to the standing position. Warming up before any exercise is crucial. In yoga, they are known as Chalana Kriya. We begin with the neck bending movements. Samastiti, forward and backward bending. Place your palms on the waist. Exhale and slowly bend the head in front, touching the chin to the chest. Inhale, move your head up and bend the neck back in a smooth movement. Exhale, bend, touch the chin to the chest. Inhale and bend back. Let's do this once more, keeping the breathing soft as we exhale and inhale. Come back to the original position. Right and left side stretching. Keep your head in the neutral position. Exhale as you bend your head slowly to the right, bringing the ear as close as possible to your shoulder. Don't raise the shoulder. Now, we do the same movement on the left side. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale and return to the original stance. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale. Back to position. Right and left side twisting. Keep your head in the upright position and gaze ahead. While exhaling, gently turn the head to the right so that the chin is in line with the shoulder. Inhale and bring the head back to the front gaze position. Exhale, turn the head to the left. Inhale and move your head back to the neutral position. We move on to the neck rotation now. Exhale, bend the head forward to touch your chin to the chest. Inhale and slowly move the head to the right in a clockwise circular motion. Exhale while coming down on the left, completing the rotation. Do the same movement in an anti-clockwise direction. Inhale, bend back, and exhale as you complete the rotation. This is one round. Let's do this for 2 more rounds. Inhale for half the turn and exhale as you bring your neck back to the front. Let's focus on our shoulders now. Samastiti. Your shoulders must be relaxed and ready for the shoulder rotation exercise. Place the fingers of the left hand on the left shoulder and the fingers of your right hand on the right shoulder. We are going to do a full rotation of both elbows in a circular manner. Inhale and raise your elbows up. Bring them down when you exhale. Try to touch the elbows in front of the chest on the forward movement. Stretch the elbows back in the backward movement and touch the side of the trunk while coming down. Inhale, move elbows forward. Exhale, take it behind as far as you can stretch. One more round and we repeat this movement in the reverse direction. Inhale while raising the elbows and exhale while bringing them down. These practices are helpful in easing cervical spondylitis and frozen shoulder challenges. We go now to our trunk portion of the body. We're going to move our trunks and get warmed up. Samastiti. Keep the legs about 2 to 3 feet apart. Raise both the arms up to the shoulder level with palms facing each other. While exhaling, twist the body towards the left side, taking the right palm to the left shoulder. Return to position with an inhalation. Exhale and twist the body towards the right so that the left palm touches the right shoulder. Come back with an inhalation. Let's do this again. Knee movement. Let's remember that when we do this particular exercise, it helps to strengthen our knees and our hip joints. However, avoid this asana in case of acute conditions of arthritis. Samasthiti. Inhale. Lift your arms up to the shoulder level, palms facing downwards. Exhale and bend the knees and bring the body down to the semi-squatting position. In the final position, both your arms and thighs should be parallel to the ground. Inhale, straighten the body. Exhale and lower your hands. Let's do this for 2 more rounds. We now come to the third limb of Ashtanga Yoga, asanas. Please remember to breathe smoothly and continuously throughout the practice. Don't strain yourself. We shall remain in the postures for 5 counts each. Let's begin with the standing postures, Tadasana. Tada means palm tree or mountain. This asana teaches one to attain stability and firmness and forms the base for all the standing asanas. Samasthiti. Stand erect with your feet together. Bring both hands in front of your chest and interlock the fingers, turning the palms outwards and stretch. Now, inhale and raise your hands up towards the sky. Ensure that your elbows are straight. Lift your heels off the ground and balance on your toes, maintaining a nice stretch. Breathe normally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and return to the standing position, placing your heels on the ground. Unlock your palms, bring your hands to the sides of your body and relax. Vrikshasana, the tree pose. Stand straight with arms by the sides and feet together. Bend the right knee and place the heel at the root of your left thigh. Balance your body weight completely on the left foot. Inhale, stretch and raise your hands up in the Namaskara Mudra. Stand firm and steady as a tree with deep roots. Breathe normally. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, lower your leg and stand on both your feet. We shall repeat this on the other side. Fold your left leg, placing the heel at the root of your right thigh. Once you get the balance, inhale, stretch and bring your hands together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hands and legs and relax. Padahastasana. A note of caution, those of you who have a stiff back should bend only according to their comfort level and their capacity. Samasthiti. Keep your feet 2 inches apart. Inhale and slowly raise your arms up. Stretch the body up nicely. Exhale and bend forward from the waist until both your palms rest on the ground. Check to see if your back is stretched and hold the pose. Let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and come up slowly to the upright position, maintaining the stretch in your body. Keep your arms stretched out straight above your head. Exhale and slowly return to the starting position. Relax in Samasthiti. The benefits of this asana is that it makes our spine flexible, helps and improves our digestion, and also in overcoming menstrual problems. We go now to Ardha Chakrasana, also known as the half wheel pose. Standing tall with an erect spine, keep your hands on the hips. Inhale deeply. Exhale and bend the trunk backwards as far as you can, pushing the hips slightly forward to balance the body. Keep your knees tight and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale and return to the original position. This asana tones and strengthens the back. Trikonasana is next. Get ready to move your body towards the side now. Spread your legs to a distance of 3 to 3.5 feet. Turn the right foot towards the right side at 90-degree angle. Your left foot turned slightly inwards. Raise your arms to shoulder level. Now, inhale and stretch to the right. Bend, taking your hand to the floor and try touching the floor with your fingertips. If possible, place your palms on the ground just behind your foot. If you're not able to touch the ground, hold your leg at a comfortable level while maintaining the stretch along the side of your body. Raise your left arm straight towards the sky in line with the right hand. Turn your head and gaze at your left thumb. On exhalation, release and relax. Let's repeat the same procedure on the left side. Turn your left foot at a 90-degree angle, right foot turned slightly inwards. Raise your arms to shoulder level. Now inhale and stretch to the left. Bend. Take your hand to the floor, placing your palms on the ground if possible. Raise your right arm straight up to the sky in line with your left hand. Inhale, come up. Exhale, relax. The benefits of Trikonasana is that, again, it increases the flexibility of the spine, strengthens the calf, thigh and the waist muscles, and improves our lung capacity. We progress now to the sitting postures. Be seated on the mat and we begin with Dandasana. Sit erect with both the legs stretched forward. Support the back with your hands on the ground. Keep your body free and relaxed. Now, move the hands beside the hips, palms resting on the floor, your spine completely straight and hips firmly on the mat. Breathe normally and relax. Bhadrasana comes next. Sthiti is Dandasana. Exhale and pull the heels towards you. Clasp your hands together over your toes. Inhale. Bring your heels as close as possible up to the perineum region. Stay in this position with normal breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax by releasing your clasped hands and stretching your legs out. Let's go to Vajrasana, the thunderbolt pose. This is a simple yet very effective asana that can be practiced every day with ease. It tones the digestive system, relieves stomach ailments, ulcers and acidity. Indigestion is prevented by sitting in Vajrasana after meals. Let's begin. Come up from the seated position to the kneel down position. Then sit back, keeping the thighs close to each other, buttocks resting on the heels. Keep your palms on the thighs. As you breathe normally, ensure that your toes are together and pointing backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, but maintain the same posture for the next asana. Ushtrasana. Raise your hips and kneel down with knees and feet at a slight distance from each other. Inhale, raise your right hand. While exhaling, bend backwards, stretching your sides and the waist region, and hold your right heel. Inhale, raise your left hand. Exhale, bend back, reaching out to hold your left heel. Your back will now form an arch as you push your hips slightly forward to maintain the stretch. Remember to breathe normally through your nose. Your mouth should not be open. Slowly release your hands and with exhalation, return to Vajrasana. Practice of Ushtrasana massages the stomach and intestines, relieves constipation, besides helping in reducing back pain. Shashankasana comes next. This is the counter pose for the back bend that we just did. Seated in Vajrasana, spread both the knees wide apart, your big toes touching each other. Inhale, keep the palms between the knees. Exhale, bend forward with arms outstretched and place your chin on the ground. Keep the arms parallel to each other. Look in front and maintain the posture for 5 counts. Inhale and come up. Bring the knees together and sit in Vajrasana. Shashankasana is a relaxing posture, helps reduce stress and anxiety, tones up the reproductive organs, relieves constipation, improves digestion, and provides relief from backache. Uttana Mandukasana is next. A note of caution for people with severe knee or joint pain. Please avoid this asana. Let's begin. Spread both your knees wide apart, big toes touching each other. Raise your right arm, fold it from the elbow. Take it backward and place the palm on the left shoulder blade. Now, fold the left arm and place the palm on the right shoulder blade. Maintain the position now for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to the seated position as you disengage your arms and relax. Vakrasana. This is also known as the spinal twist posture. Note of caution: please avoid if you have acute back pain, spinal disorders, after abdomen surgery or during menstruation. Sthiti Dandasana. Sit with your back straight, legs stretched out in front and hands beside your hips. Bend your right leg and place the foot beside the left knee. Bring the left arm around the right knee, clasp the right big toe or place the palm beside the right foot. Take your right arm behind the back and keep the palm on the ground. Ensure that your spine is not curved or bent. Exhale, twist your body to the right according to your comfort level. Breathe normally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, move your hands and exhale to relax. Let's repeat the same on the other side. Bend your left leg, place the foot beside your right knee, bring the right arm around the left knee and clasp the big toe or place the palm beside your foot. Take the left arm behind the back, palm on the ground, exhale, twist and stay. Breathe normally. 5 counts again. Inhale, move your hands and exhale to relax. This asana increases flexibility of the spine, stimulates the pancreas and helps in the management of diabetes. We begin now with the prone postures. Lie down on your stomach with feet wide apart, toes pointing outward. Fold your arms in front, keeping the right palm over the left palm touching the mat. Place your head either to the left or right on your hands. Keep the eyes closed and relax your body. This is Makarasana. Count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This asana is practiced for relaxation in all the prawn postures. Bhujangasana, the cobra pose. Bring your legs together and stretch your arms, forehead touching the ground. Keep the palms beside your chest and raise your elbows where they are without touching the chest. Inhale, slowly lift your head and chest up to the navel region. The elbows remain parallel. Maintain the posture with normal breathing. Keep your legs firm so that no load or strain is felt on the lumbar region. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and relax in Makarasana. This asana relieves stress, reduces abdominal fat, relieves constipation, backache, and the respiratory problems. Shalabhasana. People with severe back pain, high blood pressure, peptic ulcer, and hernia should avoid this posture. Rest the chin on the floor. Keep both hands beside the body, palms facing upwards. Inhale and raise both the legs off the floor as high as comfortably possible. Do not bend the knees. Extend the arms and legs well to ease lifting the body off the floor. Keep your buttocks tight and hold the posture, breathing normally. With exhalation, bring your legs down towards the floor. Rest in Makarasana. Supine postures. Turn your body and lie down on your back. This is the supine position we are going to hold for the rest of the asana practice. Setu Bandhasana, the bridge posture. This is also known as the Chatushpada Asana. Bend both the legs at the knees and bring your heels close to the buttocks. Hold both the ankles firmly. Inhale and slowly raise the hips and trunk up as high as possible to form a bridge. Your chin must touch the chest. Ensure that the shoulders, neck, and head remain in contact with the floor. If required, in the final position, you can support your body at the waist with your hands. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and slowly return to the original position and relax. Uttana Padasana. A note of caution for people with hypertension and back pain. Please practice this asana lifting one leg at a time. Lie comfortably on the ground with your legs stretched out, hands placed by the sides. Inhale. Slowly raise both the legs without bending them at the knees and hold them at a 30-degree angle to the ground. Tighten your abdomen and maintain the position with normal breathing. Exhale. Slowly bring both the legs down and place them on the ground. Relax. Let's do Ardha Halasana. Inhale and slowly raise your legs together without bending your knees and hold them now at a 90-degree angle to the ground. The body from hips to shoulder should be kept stiff and straight. Maintain this position comfortably with normal breathing. You may also support your legs by holding the back of your thighs to help you stay in the position if necessary. Exhale. Slowly bring the legs down to the ground without lifting your head and relax. Pavanamuktasana. Bend both the knees. Exhale. Bring the knees towards your chest. Inhale. Interlock the fingers and clasp the shin below the knees. Exhale. Raise your head till your chin touches your knees. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the head back to the ground. While exhaling, bring the legs back to the floor. Relax. The last asana is Shavasana. Shavasana helps to relieve tension and gives rest to both body and mind. This asana relaxes the whole system. The mind, which is constantly attracted to the outer world, takes a U-turn and moves inwards, turns quiet and calm. The practitioner remains undisturbed by the external environment. Lie down on your back with arms and legs comfortably apart. Your palms are going to now face upwards and your eyes are going to be gently closed as you get ready for Shavasana. Relax the whole body by giving attention to all the parts, every single minute part of your body, while mentally affirming a peaceful state. Become aware of the natural breathing pattern and allow it to become slow and effortless. Remain in the position till you feel refreshed and relaxed. Bring your awareness back and scan your body, head to toes. Gently move your fingers and toes and stretch. Place your left hand on your navel and turn to the right. Lay still for a few seconds, your head resting on your right hand. Now, place your left hand on the floor and with its support, gently come up to a sitting position. Keep your eyes closed. Rub your palms vigorously. Place it in a cup shape over your closed eyes. Allow the heat energy to seep in. Slowly and gently open your eyes. From asana practice, we move ahead to pranayama now. We begin with the Kapalabhati, which is a cleansing and energizing kriya. Sit in any comfortable position like Sukhasana, Siddhasana, Vajrasana or Padmasana. Keep your back straight. Place your hands on the knees. Close your eyes. Exhale forcefully, sucking your stomach inside below the navel with a jerk, squeezing the muscles of your stomach. Inhale without effort and without making any sound. Exhale again forcefully, all the time contracting the stomach muscles. Do this continuously for 20 counts. Take a break for a few seconds and perform Kapalabhati again for another 20 counts. Relax. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, also known as Anulom Vilom. The main characteristic feature of this pranayama is alternate breathing through the left and the right nostrils with or without retention of breath. Keep the left hand on the knee in Chin Mudra and the right hand in Nasika Mudra. Place the right thumb on the right nostril and close it gently. Breathe out completely on the left. Now, breathe in deeply from the left nostril. Close. Breathe out completely through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right. Close. Breathe out through the left. This completes one round of the Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Deeply inhale from the left. Exhale completely on the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Left in, right out, right in, left out. Continue for another 2 rounds on your own. Your breathing must be slow, steady, and controlled. Don't force or restrict it in any way. Shitali Pranayama. Shitali means cooling. As the name indicates, this cools the mind and the body. It is specially designed to reduce the body temperature. Practice of this pranayama brings harmony in the body system and calms the mind. This is a note of caution. Anyone suffering from severe cold, cough or tonsillitis, please avoid this practice now. Sit in Padmasana or any other comfortable posture. Place the hand on the knees in Chin Mudra. Roll the tongue from the sides to shape it as a tube. Inhale. Fill your lungs with air to their maximum capacity. Take the tongue inside the mouth and close the mouth. Then slowly exhale through both the nostrils. This is one round. Repeat. Roll the tongue. Inhale deeply. Close the mouth and exhale through the nose. Continue for another 2 rounds. Observe and notice a cool sensation in your mouth and throat now after the practice. Bhramari Pranayama. This is a particularly powerful breathing exercise during this pandemic time. Sit in any comfortable posture with your eyes closed. Keep your fingers in Shanmukhi Mudra with your index fingers just above your eyebrows, the middle finger over your eyes, ring finger by the sides of your nose. Be careful not to close your nose, and your little finger resting just above your mouth. Press and close your ears using the thumb gently. Close your mouth and inhale deeply. Then exhale slowly with your mouth closed in a controlled manner while making a steady humming sound such as that of a bumblebee. You will feel the buzzing and the vibration in your head region. This is 1 round of Bhramari. Inhale and exhale with a humming sound. Repeat for 4 more rounds. Release your hands and relax with your hands on your thighs. The benefits of Bhramari is that it relieves stress and anxiety, helps in anger management and hyperactivity. The resonance effect of humming sound creates a soothing effect on the nervous system and the mind. We go ahead now to Dhyana. Meditation, which is an act of continuous contemplation. Sit in any comfortable posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect and your hands in the Chin Mudra. Keep your palms facing upwards on your thighs. Arms and shoulders should be loose and relaxed. Your eyes are closed and your face is slightly upturned. Maintain a mild focus between the eyebrows and be conscious of your breath. Don't engage with any thoughts. When they come, let them fade away without paying any attention to them. Meditate. Meditation is the most important component of yoga practice. It helps the practitioner to eliminate negative emotions like fear, anger, depression, anxiety, and to develop positive emotions. Keeps the mind calm and quiet, increases concentration, memory, clarity of thought, and willpower. It rejuvenates our whole body and mind, giving them proper rest. Meditation leads to self-realization. Let's conclude our session today with another prayer. Join your palms in front of your chest in Namaskara Mudra. Let's chant Omkara 3 times, followed by the Shanti Mantra. Inhale deeply.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
Gentle reminder. Our body is now a vessel of abundant energy created within by the practice of prayer, asanas, and pranayama. It's therefore advised that we retain it for the next 20 to 30 minutes in full force. Here are 2 suggestions. Sit in silence for a minute or 2 to feel the union of mind and body deep within. Wash or have bath after a gap of half an hour. Food may be consumed after 30 minutes. Thank you for being on this journey and part of the EPS family endeavor towards constant and consistent growth and well-being. Namaste.